everybody. All right. I'm super fired up to be here. I mean, look around. Like, do you guys know, like, how amazing this opportunity is and how it's changed my life? It's like we have choices in our life. Are you going to take those choices? Are you going to take it, or are you just going to let them fly by? Because so many people just let it fly by. So many people, I mean, I'm going to take you, so I'm going to do a little bit something different this time. I know everybody has heard my story. Well, not everybody, but some people have heard my story. But I'm going to be very vulnerable with you guys, and I normally don't show the things that I'm going to show today. So I'm super fired up about that, but it is difficult for me. So I grew up around negativity in my life, you know, as a child. My sister and I, we would compete, and it got to the point where, you know, people tell you things, right? And I would be told by my sister, nobody likes you. Everybody hates you. Nobody likes you. And so when you start listening to that stuff over and over again, you start to believe it. And I believed it. And it got to a point where it was killing me. Because I believed those words. And I walked around every day like nobody liked me. Like everybody hated me. Like I was nothing. When I was 13 years old, I was diagnosed with an eating disorder. An eating disorder that was killing me. And if you want to throw that picture up there. Can you go see it? Huh? Okay. All right. So I was 13 years old when I was diagnosed with an eating disorder because I finally had found something. No. Here. Hang on. But I had finally found something that made me feel good about myself. I was good at that. And I was competitive. And that's something that I was proud of. And people kept coming into my life and be like, oh, Megan, you look so good at first, right? And I was eating that up. I was eating that up because my whole entire childhood growing up, I'm like, nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. And that's what I was telling myself over and over and over again. And I'm hoping that this story is going to change some of your lives. It's going to make you make better choices. It's going to make you make better choices because it's all about the choices that we make in our life. So that was at the age of right when my parents decided they were going to send me to the facility. So that was me at my worst. That was me. And it's very hard for me to show that to you guys. But that's dead to me. I don't even know who that person is anymore. But I will tell you that person would whisper in my ear. And she was louder at that time. But when I found the Alliance, that person got quieter and quieter and quieter. And I started talking to myself. When I found Mike and Noel, you know, it's just like, it's amazing. But hang on, let me get back. So my parents decided that they were going to send me to the #1 facility in the United States. And that was Laureate in Oklahoma. I was there for 3 months. And at that time, I'm like, there ain't nothing wrong with me. They're crazy. They're the crazy ones. There ain't nothing wrong with me. I was there for 3 months. I went through my parents' whole entire 401k. I went through their whole entire 401k. because of my addiction. Because I didn't know a way out, and it's what made me feel good about myself. I don't know if any of you guys do that in this room. Sometimes they call it the comfort zone. Oh, well, I'm just in my comfort zone. Well, my comfort zone at that time was killing me. That was my comfort zone. What is your comfort zone? Finally, I got to a point at Laureate, I had a feeding tube in my nose. A feeding tube in my nose because I had refused to eat anything. Because I was going to win. I was going to win in my mind that nobody was going to hold me back. Nobody is going to hold me back from my ultimate goal of being the thinnest, being the best. I used to keep a journal, and I'm going to read this a little bit to you guys. This is when I was 13 years old. And I was in the facility when I wrote this. And I said, well, journal, I never thought I'd be this fat. Seriously. I'm at 97 pounds. I cannot believe it. I am so sick and tired of feeling like an effing giant. Every time I'm around someone thin, I hate it because I am not the thinnest one here anymore. I just want to go home and restrict so bad so I can go back to my comfort 90 pounds. That was my comfort zone at the time. I struggle with body image really bad, and especially people's comments. I cry every day because I hate myself so much. I feel fat, disgusting, repulsive, angry, depressed, and stuck. And to look back at that journal, I'm like, oh my God. And then I started asking myself, is this it for me? I left that facility, and I left that facility not because I got better. You know, I would see everybody doing great. They were graduating from the facility. I left that facility because they said, Megan, we're sending you home because there is nothing else we can do for you. And when I got back home, I lost all my weight all over again. I got to 64 pounds at my worst, and my family ran out of money. My family had no money. I was going into my doctor every single week because they would check my weight. And it finally dawned on me when the people that you love tell you something, and my mom looked at me in the eye at my doctor's appointment when he told me, Megan, you're not going to live to see the age of 18. My mom looked at me and she said, Megan, do not die on me because you are all I have. And those words to me at that right time, they made all the difference. They made all the difference. I got better from my mom. And then it switched to a drug addiction. And then, you know, God puts things in your lives for a reason. I became pregnant with my son, and I got better for my son. My son saved my life from that drug addiction. My son saved my life. Because I was always told that you can't ever have kids with what the destructive things you've done to your body, but God was watching out for me. God was watching out for me because he heard my prayers when I said, God, please let me live. Please let me live to wake up the next day. But my eating disorder had started coming back after I had my son. And I had saved up enough money at my waitressing job. And I had bought a house for me and my child. Yeah, that's the house I bought. And I had a letter come to me in the mail that said, Megan, you want to make sure that if something happens to you, your mortgage is going to be paid off? I said, yes, because I have been at the point of death. I have been at the point to where I'm praying that I will wake up the next day. I filled out that letter and I sent it in, and I didn't think anything of it. And I had a woman call me and set up an appointment with me, and she came over. She helped me out. And her words at the end of that appointment was, I don't know if you know anybody that would like to make an extra $500 a week part-time. I'm like, yeah, me. I don't know if I'm what you're looking for, but yes. And so I got my license and I started doing that. And I met Mike and Noelle Leventovich. And they changed my life. They believed in me when I did not believe in myself. You know, even those whispers of back then with my eating disorder, they still come. And they'll tell me things like, you're not good enough. You can't do that. Like so many of you are probably saying like, I can't do that. I can't be up there. Yes, you can. We believe in you. We believe in you like Mike and Noelle and Andy Albright believed in me, because if it wasn't for them, I would not be here right now. I would not be alive right now. And that is why I'm working hard for my team. I'm working hard for Mike and Noelle. I'm working hard for Andy Albright, because this is an opportunity that you don't want to just let pass by you. You know, somebody told me the other day, they asked me, they're like, why does it seem like things just happen for you? Really? Really? They just happen for me? No. I had that opportunity. God puts opportunities in our path. And when you don't take it, you're just letting it fly by, and it might not come back around again. Everybody in this room is here for a reason. And what did I do when I got that opportunity? I jumped on it. It was February 5th, 2018, when I had decided that I was going to leave my Applebee's job. I had decided that I was not going to listen to those voices in my head. I had made a decision. And I told Mike, and I know he remembers this conversation that I told him. And I said, Mike, I'm leaving my Applebee's job. And I don't care what you have to do. Do not let me fail. Because I have been at my lowest of lows, and I am a single mom. Do not let me fail. And ever since, I have made a choice. I have made a choice not to listen to those voices that used to speak to me. And we all have a choice. And now my choice, my voices, they're telling me, Megan, you are enough. Megan, you can do this. Keep pushing yourself. Keep setting your goals, because I am going to save lives like the way Andy Albright, Mike and Noelle Leventovich, the Alliance has saved mine. And they just keep bringing stuff on us. Like the different level charts. Like, are you serious? That is amazing. Thank you, Andy. Like, you are amazing. Amazing. This opportunity, like I was saying earlier, don't let it fly by you. Like, you're here for a reason. We all are. And so many people just let it fly by. Let it fly by. You got to jump. You got to jump on it. Get out of that destructive comfort zone. What are you willing to do? What are you going to do? So that was Mike and Noel, and then I wanted to show you guys real quick my house that I went from. Well, we had just bought a $600,000 home. I'm super fired up about that. You know, I think we're on number 8 vacation for the year, to the point where it just kind of gets tiring. But yeah, but I do. I want to wrap it up, and I want to say, thank you for saving my life. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.